Mic check. What's going on? It's your host, The Company Man, here with the first video edition of the Inbox Sessions, our brand new video series highlighting music that needs to be heard in a way that no one else is talking about it. Our first guest, inaugural edition, straight out the BX, YC the Cynic. 9-second applause.
Woo! What's going on?
Yo, YC, man, I really appreciate you sitting down with us right here, having this conversation. You've had a high power 2 years, I'd say. You came on the scene with Your Welcome in 2010. This year, you released Fall Forward, which is leaps and bounds beyond where Your Welcome left off, and Your Welcome was already ahead of the pack. And you're a real humble person, I say, just by your inherent demeanor. But there's nothing humble about the way you rhyme. Tell us about Fall Forward.
Fall Forward was my attempt to make the songs that I wanted to hear. Your Welcome was me trying to make the best rhyme, trying to write the best rhymes, and Fall Forward was me putting together a compilation of the best songs, and I'm really happy with it.
You touched on a lot of interesting things. At least there were some interesting undercurrents on Your Welcome. You pulled from a lot of female rappers, or at least subtly paid homage to a lot of female rappers on the first one, which I think is something that doesn't happen enough from male MCs. On Fall Forward, you expanded the reach a little bit, and there's a lot of social commentary and arguably political undertones to a lot of your conversation, which I don't think is at the forefront of what you're known about. On Bring Us Down, the last line in the second verse, I believe, is you say, like most minority males, we don't speak. What's that mean?
It's a known thing that minority males might. I won't speak in like I know it's a definite, but what I've been taught by my mom and by anybody else with knowledge that they've passed down is to keep to myself if I don't want to be in trouble. That's where the line came from. Like most minority males, we don't speak.
I mean, the first thing I think of when I hear that is James from Good Times. Like he was a stern leader, father, and he was there, but he wasn't exposing his emotions, he wasn't exposing how he really felt. And I think that is something. I think in hip hop we're in a different transition now from that. Whereas in the beginning, or at least for a very long time, it was skills based. It was just telling you how nice you were on the mic. And now it's emotion based. It's talking about how real of a person you are and how often you might cry and how many girls have broken your heart. How do you find that balance as an artist, but also as an MC and a lyricist?
I just find the balance by being myself. I can't rap about how good I rap every song. It's cool sometimes, Sometimes you want to show off and you want to impress people, but try to share yourself with everybody else, and that's what people appreciate the most.
Bragging is fun, though.
It is mad fun, yo. It's mad fun, especially if you could do it in a way where nobody else could do it. It's amazing, but a lot of people brag, and people know how to brag well, so you got to do something else. On
Fall Forward, you start speaking about your next project, The Spectacle. And it was the first time it occurred to me how much effort and thought you put into putting together a full project, or putting together an album, especially the growth from Your Welcome to Fall Forward, which is only less of an album because of the industry beats that are on it. And now you're already really strategizing and thinking about your next project. Is there pressure behind that? Is there pressure behind what you're doing?
Yeah, I feel the pressure to outdo myself, just because I think that's necessary for every artist. Like, you shouldn't put out a record that's not better than the record before it. Then you're not growing, then you're not getting better. If that starts to happen, then maybe you should stop making music. It'll lessen your impact, it'll lessen your legacy, and you don't really want that.
What's next for YC? You know, I think, you know, just it's I think that question has to be at the forefront of anyone who's listened to your two projects, because they're vastly different. You know, I mean, not vastly different. They have some of the similar undertones, and you know, at times they're both boom bap influence inspired, and to the core. But you have experimental tracks on there. You have unconscious on there, which branches out another direction. Are you experimenting creatively at this point?
I would never want to keep doing the same thing, yo. I get bored very easily. I don't rhyme over instrumentals very often because it's boring to me. I did it on 4/4 because those are songs that I wanted to say something on, and those beats spoke to me. But I don't like rapping over instrumentals very much. So now I'm working with producers to craft music. I'm working on an EP with J57 of the Brown Bag All Stars called Even You, to tell every singular human being that I'm talking to you. That's the meaning behind Even You. So that should be the first record, the next record that I come out with. And I have no idea what the finished product of the spectacle is gonna sound like, but that's gonna be when I find the sound that I want to represent me forever. The spectacle will be that. So I'll always say the spectacle is coming, but the spectacle is always a work in progress.
YC is Cynic from the company, man, the Inbox Sessions, Brooklyn Bodega Radio, PNCRadio.fm. We thank you for rocking with us. Tune in next time with the Inbox Sessions.
Mad sound in the background, man.
We like to keep it spontaneous and live. I'm your host, the company, man, Brooklyn Bodega. Mic check.